The Great Barrier Reef, a natural wonder, a treasure trove of biodiversity, and a source of endless fascination for millions of people around the world. But behind the breathtaking images, a fierce debate rages. Is the reef truly worth saving? Welcome to the Daily Hit, where we uncover the hidden truths and challenge your assumptions. Today, we're diving into the controversy surrounding the Great Barrier Reef, its future, and the question of whether the immense financial and logistical challenges of saving it are worth the effort. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to stay informed on the stories that matter. To determine if the Great Barrier Reef is worth saving, we must first examine the scientific evidence of its importance. The reef is home to over 1,500 species of fish, 411 types of hard coral, and countless other marine creatures. It also acts as a natural barrier, protecting coastal areas from erosion and storm surges. However, skeptics argue that many of these species can be found in other parts of the world and that natural barriers can be replaced by human-engineered solutions. They also point to the fact that coral reefs occupy a minuscule fraction of the ocean floor, questioning the significance of the reef in the grand scheme of things. The economic implications of saving the Great Barrier Reef are a major point of contention. The reef generates an estimated $6.4 billion per year through tourism, supporting around 64,000 jobs. Critics, however, argue that investing in the reef's preservation comes at a high cost, diverting resources from other pressing environmental and social issues. They question whether the return on investment justifies the enormous expense and effort required to preserve the reef in its current state. Climate change presents a formidable challenge for the Great Barrier Reef, with rising temperatures and ocean acidification causing widespread coral bleaching and death. Efforts to save the reef must confront this global issue, prompting some to argue that it's a futile endeavor. Others maintain that the reef's survival is crucial in the fight against climate change, as healthy coral reefs serve as vital carbon sinks, helping to mitigate the effects of greenhouse gas emissions. The Great Barrier Reef holds deep cultural significance for Indigenous Australians, particularly the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples, who've lived in harmony with the reef for thousands of years. While some argue that preserving the reef is a moral obligation to respect these cultural connections, others question whether this justifies the immense costs and resources required to save it, particularly when other cultural sites face similar threats. Ultimately, the debate over the Great Barrier Reef's future comes down to a moral dilemma. Is it our responsibility to preserve this natural wonder for future generations? Or should we focus on more pressing and potentially solvable issues? Some contend that allowing the reef to deteriorate would represent a failure in our duty to protect the environment, while others argue that resources should be directed toward issues with a higher likelihood of successful outcomes. The controversy surrounding the Great Barrier Reef's future raises important questions about our priorities, values, and the role of human intervention in the natural world. While some believe the reef is a precious treasure that must be preserved at all costs, others argue that the immense challenges of doing so make it an impractical endeavor. As we grapple with these difficult questions, it's crucial that we remain informed, engaged, and open to dialogue. Whether you're an environmental activist or simply someone curious about the world around us, this video is sure to spark a lively debate. If you found this discussion thought-provoking, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Daily Hit for more controversial and interesting content.